everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for SPIEGELMOM Scraps. Today I am combining this with the 12 days of holiday music that Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life and I are doing, and today's song was Baby It's Cold Outside. So I had these cut files saved and I was working way ahead, so I unfortunately didn't get to use the amazing cut file that was available in the newsletter today. If you're not already signed up for the SPIEGELMOM Scraps newsletter, head on over to the website, scroll down to the bottom, and it's on the bottom where you can sign up, and there's a free cut file pretty much every week, and also tells you about sales and new things coming to the shop, and it gives you inspiration every week. So this week I am, like I said, unfortunately I didn't get the cut file in time, and I had already done this layout, so I'm just using a cut file that I believe this is actually a print and cut by, I can't remember the name of the company. If I remember, I'll put it down in the links down below. It's like Poem and Print, or Print and Poem, something like that. And these were actually just black and white prints that I was able to very easily turn into cut files. And I did cut them. They're very delicate because they are supposed to be printed and not like cut out like this. So I should have made them a little bit thicker, like the lines, but I didn't think about it until I was trying to back them, and then yeah. So I'm only backing one of these on screen for you because it kind of ended up being a little bit of a disaster with the lines being so thin. I had to be really careful that I wasn't warping the image, but I'm using a combination of the Illustrated Faith and Bella Boulevard, two collections that I have there. I think one is probably called Christmas, and the other one is like, oh, like Ho 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 or something like that, by Bella Boulevard, and they're just the 6x8 paper pads. And so my idea was creating shaker pockets out of these the puff balls at the top of the hats or the pom-poms. And so I am backing this first one with some leftover packaging, and I thought I could just fill it up and not do the foam tape. That is not correct. Don't do this, because this is where, like, it's working out fine here, so I seal this package shut. Well, then I go off camera and it immediately explodes all over the place because my glue wasn't 100% dry. Yeah, don't make my mistake, please. So I did the rest of the hats off camera. I'm just showing you this sequins mixes that I used. So I used Modern Holiday was the first one, Cold Days Ahead was the second one, Silver Stardust was the third one, and Holiday Classics was the fourth one. And I just kind of matched them with the papers that I backed the hats with. And then I decided to go with this vertical design. I had tried it out horizontally and it was fine, but then I'm like, tried it out this way and this was the winner. So I am using, this is the 1/4 inch adhesive that is now available as well in the SPIEGELMOM Scraps store. And this tape is great. It's a double-sided tape. It's super sticky. It works really well. I'm struggling a little bit because I don't have fingernails. Being a nurse, I have to keep my nails really, really short. And so, yeah, pulling the tape off was a little bit of an issue. And I've never really used double-sided tape like this before. So, it was a little bit of a learning curve, but I do end up pulling out my spatula kind of tool, and then it's perfectly fine and it works out great. And I just used some fun foam on the back of the hats. There is now also foam adhesive in the SPIEGELMOM Scrap store as well, and you get a ton of it. And I have used it on a project. I didn't use it on this one because I got it in the mail after I had already started this, so I didn't get to use it. But yeah, you see, it goes so much faster when you use a little tool. I bet you it'd work out great if you had nails too. But the foam tape is fantastic, so I would have used that had I had it, but I didn't at the time. So so like I was saying before, I had that mishap with that one pom-pom. It split open. So then off camera, I backed all of these and I used some black foam and lined the pom-pom so that I could add that little bit of lift in between the layers. And then I backed each one of the pom-poms using some parchment paper from Cardstock Warehouse, which is similar to vellum. And that really made the difference to make the pocket and make it really shake. So don't try to cut corners. It takes more time than it's worth. I mean, let's be honest. If I would have just done it right the first time, but I was trying to be fast, so whatever. So I'm just going to finish adhering down these hats, and I love, like, I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up and shake it, but I love how shaky the pom-poms are. Like, it's super exciting. I love it so much. So I'm backing each one of the photos. I'm not actually going to put any layers behind the photos because I feel like with the pattern paper background and all the patterns in the hats, it doesn't really need it. I'm using 3 photos of my son and my older daughter. We were tubing outside, and I'm using the line in the hat that says, "I'll take your hat, your hair looks swell," because that last one, you can see my daughter pulls her hat off and her hair is just, you know, like the static cling, and it's just all stuck to her face. And yeah, it was the perfect line from that song to use it. So I'm using these Bella Boulevard Alphas for part of it, and then these are from a Jelly Bean Soup. They're called Roma Red Alpha beans, I think. Bean board alphas. Also, I forgot to mention the background paper I'm using is from Fancy Pants. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Okay, from Fancy Pants, and I think it's called like Holiday Baubles or something. It's from 2017, and it's from the Holiday Hustle line, and it just has some gray stripes. My voice is going to sound funny because I think I just swallowed a dog hair, and it's still tickling my throat. So I apologize. But now I'm using the this is the 1/8 inch. So I used the 1/4 inch tape to back or to stick down the hats in the photos, and now I'm using the 1/4 inch tape to stick down these letters. And this was a godsend because the liquid adhesive doesn't like to stick these down. There's like a slight indent on the back of these letters, and so it doesn't always work with the liquid adhesive unless you weigh it down really well. So this tape was amazing for that. And this is the 1/8 inch tape. And I just think the title is perfect. Like, I love the title. I'm trying to do that with all of the songs instead of just using the the title of the song. I'm trying to use a line from it just because I thought it would be fun. And then I can make it more fitting to my photos as well. So just sticking these down. And again, you know, peeling the backing off the tape does take a little bit more time, but it really made the difference here because these are such a pain to stick down. And this tape is really sticky. I'm not sure if I said that already, but yeah, you want to make sure that you have your placement down right, because peeling it back up is not, you can do a little bit, but you might rip your paper. So now I'm just taking the 1/8 inch tape and putting 4 lines down because I used 4 sequin mixes. So then I'm going to just pick out some sequins out of each mix and stick them down in the lines underneath. I do wish I had mixed them up a little bit differently because the modern holiday is blue and pink, and then the classic or the holiday classics is like red and green and white, and then there's the silver stars and then the white. And I wish I would have mixed the pink in there a little bit differently, but it's fine. So just kind of, I'm going in a kind of order, but It's also a little bit random, but it is a repeating order, I guess. So just sticking a bunch down. Now this cold, I forgot what the name of it is, Cold Days Ahead. This is a perfect mix for, so I've been using this on everything. I think I've used this mix already on like 4 layouts. It has snowflakes in it, which I've used, I think, all of them. But then it also has little like seed beads or little glass beads in it. So it's perfect for shaker pockets. And then it also has the like flat versus concave sequins, and then it has like holographic or pearlescent versus just kind of matte. So it's a great mix. This Silver Stardust is another one that's perfect for shaker pockets, and it also does really well on this sort of application. I'm just putting a whole bunch of them down, and they stick really well. And then here comes that Modern Holiday, which is the kind of pinks and blues. I'm getting those all stuck down. And then I'm going to pull out the Holiday Classics again, because that one has some large white sequins, which if you've been following me for a while, you know that it's like some of my favorite ones are those really big sequins. I love them. So I'm going to stick some of those around. Oh, I had to dot my I's. So I'm going to stick some of those large white ones around, and then there's also little stars in this same mix, and I'm going to stick some of those too. And then there's some red ones that I didn't use in my little lines down there, and so I'm going to add a couple of those. But yeah, so that's pretty much the end of my layout. Don't forget to head on over, check out Christy's channel. Definitely sign up for the newsletter for SPIEGELMOM Scraps, because that's where you're going to find out about the great deals that are going on, and also fun things that are going on in the Facebook group. Join the Facebook group, because again, it's where you're going to find out about sales and find the inspiration from the design team and everything. You can always use my code DAISY15 for 15% off your next purchase in the shop. It's not good with the other sale prices, which I would check that out, because 'tis the season for sales, right? And I hope that you check out the new adhesive products that Jody's carrying as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I will see you again next time. Bye!